Coming out today for a very big, momentous day in Enid, Oklahoma. We're here to celebrate and do a groundbreaking. It's really a ceremony for the Leona Mitchell water line, which is not just a new distribution line to that area of our city. It includes the water lines that attach to about 200 homes and water meters in the area. You can see on the map there. So it's a really big deal, and we appreciate all our partners in helping us with this. And I think I'm going to go ahead and introduce Mayor Pankinen, who is the 47th mayor of Enid, Oklahoma. Sir, why don't you come on up and say a few words on this great day.
And morning, everybody. Morning. What a beautiful day we have today. And I think we started out with, what was that? Water, right? First, I'd like to kind of welcome some special guests that we have here today. I mean, everybody is special, but I just wanted to call out a few. Ryan Sproul and Tanner Roberts from Enhoff and Langford's offices, and Tanya joining us this morning, as she has many times in the past to help our community. So thank you for being here. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ceremony celebrating a huge update and upgrade to the water system supporting the Southern Heights area. The East Park edition of Enid was platted in 1905, and the first edition of Southern Heights was platted in 1910. Did a little research last night. I'm sure that water infrastructure construction began a short time later. That was 100 years ago. How much wear naturally occurs to a heavily used system in a century? How many technological and engineering innovations have updated the process in the last 100 years, the last 10 decades? Residents of this area have rightly asked the city, when will the system showing so much wear be upgraded? You raised a great question. When indeed? Too often we focus the easier, immediate problems of the day at the expense of the tougher and often more expensive critical community needs of the health of our city in the future. You people asked us to represent your interest, have reminded us of a critical need to this part of our great city. We have listened, and we thank you for all bringing this forward. I could not be happier that so many came out this morning to celebrate this much-needed upgrade to our city. Enjoy the ceremony this morning, and enjoy the rest of the day. At this time, I'd like to ask Tanya White from OWRB to come forward and provide comments. Ma'am?
I can't have it high. It makes me self-conscious. Okay. So, well, hello. My name is Tanya White, and I am the Marketing and Outreach Manager for the Financial Assistance Division of Oklahoma Water Resources Board. I thought I would start this morning with some foundational points that are very important to where we are at this stage, especially when the relationship between Oklahoma Water Resources Board and the City of Enid. So Enid and the Oklahoma Water Resources Board has had a long-standing relationship in dealing with water management, with the whole goal to support sustainability, also future growth, and then prosperity. Oklahoma Water Resources Board wants to take this opportunity to thank the Enid leaders. They need to be recognized and complimented on their work in preparation for and their forward thinking in situations that deal with the important water infrastructure needs of the community. Oklahoma Water Resources Board is also very proud to be able to have assisted Enid in this particular project. It was funded through a program that we have called the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund, also known as DWSRF. The DWSRF program is actually co-administered between the Oklahoma Water Resources Board and the Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality. When we're talking specifically about the loan that was granted for this particular project, what you're looking at is an estimated savings of approximately $1.1 million compared to traditional financing. So that's quite significant, especially for Enid proper. With that, I do want to share, as I said, that is under the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund program, and without the benefit and emphasis from our legislative representatives, especially Senator Inhofe and Lankford, I'm sorry, I lost that for a moment. Senator Inhofe and Lankford, they have been very kind through their committee involvement to support Oklahoma's use of the state revolving fund programs. Without those, projects like this and the savings that are recognized would be heavily impacted, and unfortunately, it would not be for the better. So, always thank them for their participation, their understanding, and the benefit that they provide to us as a state. Lastly, I think that we should certainly talk and focus on the citizens of Enid. Without their progressive attitude in looking to how they can help with the city's water commodity, then we wouldn't have and that we would not enjoy the safe drinking benefits for all those individuals across the system. So thank you, everyone. This is a group effort. It is appreciated, and we're very happy to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya, for those comments. And as I get to know you, you're from Enid. So that's fantastic to have people from Enid in high places in Oklahoma City helping us out, making these things happen. Hey, next up, we'd like to hear some words from Lenita Norwood. Lenita, would you come on up?
Good morning. So thankful for the administration, for the city of Enid that we have, for even looking on this community to help the community. The ladies that are with me, the Southern Heights advocates, have went to many meetings and have voiced their concern about the water, about a couple of the ladies that are right here, in their own homes, they had brown water. And they voiced their concerns to the city of Enid, which was heartfelt, and I thank the city of Enid for doing something about it. And they could tell you more about the progress that has been made with the water that they have. I know this has been over 30 years that my brother, Pastor Derwin Norwood, has been voicing his opinion about this, not opinion, but his concern. Because there was not even enough water pressure. If your house caught on fire, we didn't have enough water pressure in this community to even put the fire out. So this means so much, so much to this community. And we are so grateful for our administration. We thank you. I just wanted to have one of the advocates, a couple of advocates, to say something. Come on up, Miss Gray. Miss Ray Graves, she was one of the young ladies that had the brown water, and she is grateful.
My name is Ray Graves, and how it all started is really it started with Val Toombs and another young lady, Jan Slayton, who wasn't able to be here. And they contacted us, and Rosie and I had gone to the city council meetings about our water. Our water was brown. Rosie's water coming out the faucet was smelling. The toilet water was brown. Around the rim was just awful. And so also in doing that, Nikki and Jan also had gone through the community to get people's names to find out, and they did a lot of the lead work. And also with the streets, I live on 616 East York. I just turned 60. That street was always dirt. It became gravel that loosened up every time it rained. A pothole still was there. And so it's this year that we finally got a paved street, and I'm 60 years old. That's my homestead. That's the family homestead. So we're thankful for that, and in doing that, the water pipes, like I said, if you go out through the community over there, they're doing the water pipes. Also, some of the streets have been fixed over there. We still have a ways to go, but we are very, very thankful for what has been done and what is continued to be done. And I don't know if either other ladies have something to speak. Joyce and Rosie went to Wheatheart when Wheatheart first started July 1st. They were there signing people up. Were you there? And Nikki also. They're all there, and they still go at days helping out with Wheatheart to sign people up. Let the community know that Wheatheart is back in Enid, was in Enid, and it's over there at Booker T. Washington. So I would like to thank the city of Enid, the council people, and everyone who is working, helping us with the streets, with the water, and we thank you for the continued work that still has yet to be done, not only in Southern Heights, but the east side completely is demolished. And I say that in the nicest way I can, because if you ever go on touring down that way, driving, you're gonna have to go to your mechanic afterwards, I promise you. But if any other ladies?
Hi, my name is Valerie Toombs, and my soul is happy today because I witnessed an infant burned up in a house across the street from me because there were periodic placements of the water hydrants, and a water hydrant wasn't available at that particular area, and the baby died. I had a picture of the fireman carrying the baby's body, but I couldn't find it. I guess God said, no, it's not necessary. But I just wanted to tell you guys that impactful story because this water line is dedicated to that baby, okay? I'm heartfelt because this will save some other kids' life, okay? And I just want you guys to understand the impact that this has on our community because a lot of the houses are lacking in upkeep and stuff, and we need at least a foundation of hope. And this water line is it. And I'm so grateful for the city of Enid to listening to our cries. Thank you.
Again, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate the water line project and the good that is going to come to our wonderful community of Southern Heights. Thank you so much, Mayor, commissioners, and whoever else was responsible for this project. We thank you.
We thank you for your hard work.
Yes.
Yes,
we thank you very much.
The new water, and I actually now have water in any room that I turn a faucet on.
All right. Wonderful.
Well, that's what your city's really about, is fixing that. I think, Ray, you said the foundation. That's what we do, and that's what we should be doing, and we're going to be doing and trying to do more of. So building the foundation with infrastructure and public safety. So I appreciate those heartfelt comments, and I thought before I introduce the Ward 2 Commissioner, I wanted to say just a few things about how this process has moved, because there are a whole lot of people to thank, and probably, you know, first and foremost are the citizens that came to us and spoke to us and held us accountable. And I want to thank the city staff. The engineering staff was incredible in getting this put together, working with OWRB and our other partners, ERDA, and the folks that help make the money available for OWRB. So I just want to remind people, this is, just like Tanya said, this is the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund, but we also got forgiveness out of this project. So this is the first one of about 4 water lines that we're fixing with that loan money that we have received. And so it was a fantastic effort. But I do remember, in fact, I still remember vividly, Derwin, your father coming to a February study session in about 2021, I think. And, you know, he told us some heartfelt stuff that we did take to heart. And gosh, in city terms, we have moved at light speed. Here we are in July of 2022. That's only about 15 months later, and there's pipe buried in the ground over there. Still going to be about a year to finish everything, but Joyce, I'm so glad that you told us you got water and it's abundant and clean. That's what gives us meaning at the City of Enid, in my opinion, and our mayor and commissioners with the leadership to press us and lead us and get us there. And so with that, I want to call up our leader from Ward 2, Derwin Norwood Jr.
Good morning. I first want to give honor to God. I thank the Lord for blessing us to be here this morning, and I thank him for the good weather. Say all weather is good, but I thank God for a break from the heat. Say we couldn't have chosen another great morning. And first off, I'd like to thank the pastor of this church, Reverend Norris Williams. He's hiding over here in the corner. And another great man in this community, Mr. Clayton Nolan. He's present. There was an incredible article written about him yesterday, I believe it was. And if I could think of one word, perseverance, I add another one, resilience. This man has done some incredible things that I wasn't even aware of. I was like, wow. So I have big shoes to fill. No competition, but someone to look up to. Also, I'd like to thank the representatives from Enid Regional Development Association, Trent and Lisa, there in the audience as well. And the reason why I say that, because we're working on developing a housing authority here in Enid, and before we could do that, we have to take care of the infrastructure here. And I'd like to thank Mr. Derek Silas for publication and everyone that works in the communications department for the city of Enid, and also our newspaper department and the representatives from the Enid News and Eagle. And also I can't leave out my mayor, Mayor Pankinen. Thank you for being here. And our city staff and our city manager and our assistant city manager, Scott Morris. I'm happy for you to be here this morning. And all those that represent Senator Inhofe's commission, thank you all for coming. You didn't have to come, but thank you so much for coming. And there's two young ladies, Monica Smiley and Carrie Reddick. They represent the health early specialists and health equity specialists. They're doing some great things in the city of Enid. I believe they're out of El Reno, Oklahoma, and they travel up here to Enid to help assist our elderly and individuals that need things in the city of Enid, and our children, and they do a great work. And I just thank you all for coming to this event this morning. And also to all the citizens of the city of Enid, you all made this happen. Without you, this wouldn't have never happened, because we wouldn't have known about it. And to my colleagues, the whole staff of city commissioners, I just want to thank you all for everything that you've all done to help us, and especially Rob Stallings. He had a great part in this, and it's great that this has happened, because we have the Call Lake pipeline on the way. That's been installed as I speak. So Enid is moving in a great direction, and I'm humbled to be in this position to be able to help, and I thank God for the spirit that he gave me to be willing to help others. I thank God, because we live in a time and a day where so many make it all about them, but as a community, Enid is a special place. And like our previous mayor Shuey would have said, it's another great day in Enid, Oklahoma. So in the city of Enid. So, you know, Enid is moving in a great direction, and it's a blessing to be here. And I just want to thank each and every one of you all that made this happen. We've done this collectively, and I don't know if the citizens really understand how impactful this is beyond just having, you know, volume of water and clean water and health. It's also going to help us in development, you know. So that's one reason why Enid Regional Development is very, very strategic in helping us develop this area. and the city of Enid. And one other thing I'd like to mention, it's just not a $1.7 million project. It's a $4 million project, and this project is going to also help Ward 3. There's going to be 3 major water lines that go through Ward 3 on 3 different avenues. So this is really big. So Commissioner Keith Saragusa, I know he's very happy to be able to represent Ward 3. And I just wanted to say God bless you, and you all just have a blessed day.
Okay, that concludes the ceremony. Derek, I think, are we going to move across the street and do the groundbreaking, ceremonial groundbreaking? So I guess we just want to head that way. Thank you for coming today.